Good morning. Happy Supercharged Manifesting Monday. That came kind of fast. I didn't realize it was 8 o'clock. Good morning, everyone in Facebook land. How are you all this morning? Happy Monday. It's the start of a new week. And oh my gosh, I'm really excited for us to talk about this topic. If you notice, the last couple of weeks, we've been talking about the use of your words. We talked about doubts last week. And today we're going to talk about trust. It's kind of like a little trilogy. I've been taking you guys on a little tour. Hello, good morning. Good morning, those of you watching live on Jamaicans.com, on the Money Attraction Challenge page, Tasha Chen speaker page, wherever you find this. Good morning. Happy Monday. Hope you guys are excited and ready for the week ahead and practicing some of these universal principles so that ultimately the aim of these conversations every Monday morning is so that we can live the life of our dreams, like really activate the power that we all have within. And if you know me, hey Veronica, Tanya, good morning. Hey Sarah, good morning from the UK. I think you guys have been having a storm, it seems like. So hope all is well. Jackie, mwah, good morning. Coming to your beach house soon. All right, guys. So today we're talking about Hey Nads from Jamaica. We got like international crew here this morning. We're talking about trust and the last 2 weeks, I started 2 weeks ago with the power of our words, and really the most sacred two words in our entire language is I am, and anything said after I am creates your reality. So be very, very reverent in how you use those words. And I know several of you have been messaging me and been like, oh my gosh, I've literally stalled myself, and really become conscious before I say I am anything, because anything you say after I am is a fact. And so there's I am, and those words are sacred, but as a universal message is for you to be really become aware of the things that you say. So in our programs, we kicked off one level of our program this weekend, and everyone had to write their intentions for the next 90 days. And I just have the pleasure in a group like that of being able to say, see, this is how you think. So some people were saying I'm fearless, and because I know the power of words, I'll say I would encourage you to say I'm courageous, because I am fearless still includes fear, or I no longer doubt that I'll have enough clients. See what I mean? Like you're still giving energy to doubt and to lack of clients. And it's just amazing once you go on the journey to start watching your languaging, just how much you realize, one, what you're really thinking inside and your thoughts create. But two, you realize, and I mean, it's like a whole study in and of itself. I know for me, I have had to slow myself down, especially before I write, because the written word is powerful and the spoken word is even more powerful, right? So our words are powerful. And that was 2 weeks ago. And then last week we talked about doubts, and I've personally been on this incredible journey, really looking at myself and challenging myself. Like, as you want to live the certain way and you acknowledge that me, Tasha, I am the creator of my life, and I understand, I know that the universe wants me to have everything I desire, that the desires aren't even mine. It's not even Tasha, the human being, originating them, right? It's something way bigger than me. I didn't sit here and like just come up with these desires. The creator of the universe, of all things, kind of like dropped these desires within me, because within me is a capability to manifest it. And so I know that that is a fact, that is true. So, by the way, if you're watching and you've been doubting if you have the ability to bring forth the things that you desires, hear me say today with 100% certainty, the fact that you have the desire means you also have within you everything that's required to bring it to its fulfillment. Period. You have within you everything that's required. There's a reason why some people want to chase tornadoes and some people don't. Some people want to climb crazy high mountains and some people don't, right? Because within those people, they have everything that's required physically, the mental ability, the everything that's required, the desire, the thinking that that's fun to do that. I don't have that desire because God knows within me, this little Jamaican girl cannot climb Mount Everest in the snow. It's not going to happen. You know what I mean? So I don't have that desire. So I know that's funny, but I really just want you to be rest assured that any desire you have, any dream you have, it might seem really big and scary, but the reason you have it is because you have the ability to manifest it. So I want you all to type, I have the ability to manifest my big dreams. I have the ability to manifest my big dreams. Everybody watching, go ahead and type that. All right. So today we're talking about trust. And, we've moved on from your word to doubt. And the next thing I think is if you become aware of the fact that you have doubts, then you should start asking yourself, what is it within me? Why don't I trust completely that everything is working out for me? What is going on inside of me? Why I don't trust that? And sometimes I think we spend a lot of time like trying to figure things out, and honestly sometimes I'm just exhausted. Anybody else with me? Like anybody else exhausted from trying to dig up the childhood stuff and dig up the memory and dig up the pattern, and it's like, is there a fast track? So this morning I want to take you on the fast track to trusting, and we're just going to play. So if you're up for playing, give me some likes, some love. Let's just play. Let's just have a little fun this morning and step back into that powerful energy of having complete trust that every desire that we have is within us because it's meant to be manifested. Sarah says hashtag exhausted, right? Yes, me too. All right, so here we go. So as I've been sharing with you guys, just in deep study the last couple months, for my own personal edification, I guess, but really as my purpose of being a leader in this body of work and a guide for so many. One of the things is I always say my life gives me content. So I look at what am I being challenged by recently, or what am I thinking about? And I know, like I know my people have the same concerns, right? So as I find myself learning something, I jump on, or I find myself in a trap, I'm like, you know what? It's not only me, there are other people going through this. And so lately, for me, it's been this trust thing. I find myself in this little ego trap, and I want you to watch out for this. Like, anytime you find yourself trying to watch as many YouTube videos as you possibly can on how to manifest, anytime you find yourself, buying a ton of books because you want to learn more, you want more knowledge, anytime you find yourself just, in the obsessive thoughts and behavioral patterns around manifesting, I promise you, you've gone into you're just not trusting. And that's my signal for me. I'm like, oh my gosh, let me find another video, let me find another book, let me find another course to sign up for, let me find another thing, let me beat myself up about not doing everything every single day. Oh my god, you missed journaling today, right? And anytime you see yourself in patterns like that, just give yourself some love and some grace, and know that you've kind of gone off track a little bit and you're not trusting. So that became my awareness, and I saw how my ego would kind of lead me there. And obviously your ego wants to keep you in a comfort zone, so it knows, oh my god, you're going for something new, let me pull back, let me take you off track and put you over here in worry and fear and concern. And having you not trust is one of the ways that it does that. So I went out to find a little thing about trust, and it was just interesting. I just kind of sat there and it came to my awareness. And then I've been reading from, I want to share with you guys, Diane loves this, The Science of the Mind. And as you can see, this is like pretty thick. So the way I read this is I just trust that whatever I need is going to show up when I open it. So I'm not reading it cover to cover. I literally just have it on my bedside table, and every once in a while, I get called to open it. And sure enough, because I trust, I get led to exactly what I need. So here I'm going to read with you read for you a little thing about trust. Learning to trust will make us happy is the title of this little section. I'm a yes for happy. Anybody a yes for happy? I'm a yes for happy. Tell me how to be happy, and I'm down for that, right? So here we go. We find ourselves torn by confusion, by conflict, by affirmation and denial. We spend all day affirming, 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 and then in the wee hours of the night or the afternoon or midday, here comes fear and denial. By emotion congested by fear, congealed by pride. We are afraid of the universe in which we live, suspicious of people around us, uncertain of the salvation of our own souls. All these things negatively react and cause physical disorders. And for me, it's like all these things delay manifesting, and it does not make me happy. Period. When I'm doing all that, when I'm torn by confusion, not happy. So it says, when we learn to trust the universe, we shall be happy, prosperous, and well. That's simple enough. Learn to trust the universe, and you and I will be prosperous, happy, and well. I can run with that. How about you guys? We must learn to come under that divine government and accept the fact that nature's table is ever filled. Never was there a cosmic famine. Hashtag cosmic famine. There's never been a cosmic famine, but somehow our egos and our mind convinces us that there's not enough. We're not going to get what we want. We don't have what it takes, whatever, right? There's a cosmic famine. No matter what our emotional storm or what our objective situation may be, there is always a something hidden in the inner being that has never been violated. We may stumble, but always there is that eternal voice forever whispering within our ear, that thing that causes the eternal quest, that thing which forever sings and sings. And that thing is truth, that everything you desire, the universe has already prepared to be delivered to you. So the question is, just call yourself out this morning. I do this all the time. I call myself out. Like, what am I not trusting? Wow, we got Sarah Leone in the house. Good morning. What's the book? Angie, the book is The Science of the Mind, and it's like there's a Science of the Mind that's a lot smaller. This one is like a comprehensive edition. It's super big. And it's by Ernest Holmes. So here's the thing. Let's just call ourselves out, right? Monday morning, let's start it off. We're going back to trusting. So what have you not been trusting? In what area of your life? What is the thing that seems impossible? You've been waiting for a while. You're just not trusting. Whatever, for whatever reason, you know that you're not in total trust. And this morning we're going to play, right? So everybody watching live or watching the replay, here's what we're going to do together. If you were to start trusting right now, what would you stop doing? I want you to just write it down. I would love for you to type it. Type it in the comments. 3 things you would stop doing. Me, number 1, I would stop be in the incessant search for more knowledge. Right? Whenever I'm doing that, I'm not trusting. Trusting does not require trusting does not require more information. It just is, you just trust or you don't trust. Right? So what would you stop doing? Stop doing research for more knowledge. Another thing that I would stop doing, I would stop worrying. If I'm worrying, I'm not trusting. Everything that I read says you cannot serve 2 masters. You can't be in doubt and fear and also in trust. So you have to pick. So what would you stop doing? I would stop worrying. I would stop feeling the need to work anymore. Like that's been, I figured that out a long time ago. Anytime I go into overworking, I know I've left trust behind. I'm just not trusting, right? So what would you stop doing? If you were in complete trust that what you desire is on its way to you, what are some things that you would stop doing starting today? Sarah says, I'd stop procrastinating and waiting for the right connections and the perfect speaking opportunity. Shisa said, I'd stop working hard. I'm stop working. A lot of stop working hard. Stop worrying and searching for more knowledge. Stop hedging my bets because I don't believe it'll keep up. Stop worrying. Stop doubting myself. You see what I mean? Like, let's just bring to our awareness the things that we are doing because we're not trusting and make a commitment to stop. If you find yourself doing those things, you just got to be willing to call yourself out and say, I'm not trusting. I am not trusting. There is no cosmic famine. There is no need for you to do all these extra things. You've done the process. You asked, then you have to believe, right? Which for me is trusting, and then you just stay in receive mode. That really is it. And if you are inspired to act, you will know the difference between being inspired to act versus you using your effort because you're thinking that's how it's going to come to you, right? So that's what I want to bring to your awareness. Jackie says, stop stressing over opportunities because I push them away. Ooh, I love it. So let's talk about what you would start doing. What are three things that you would start doing if you really were in complete trust? What would you start doing? Three things that you would start doing. Me, I would start living as if today. I would start living as if this big thing has already materialized. So let's say I want to be a multimillionaire. Does that mean I go out and buy, like a Land Rover cash if I could? No. It just means I start to find all the little ways. Like one of the things that I know, if I was a multimillionaire, I would work out in the morning and I would take a nap. Because you know what? I'm wealthy enough to do it. Well, you know what you might all not know? Most Monday mornings when I'm done with this, I go take a nap for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. And I'm not yet the multi-billionaire that I will become, but I can still go take a nap, right? Whether that amount of money is in my physical reality right now or not, I can live as if in that easy way. I can go take a nap Monday morning. Imagine that. It used to be yoga, but since we've had this situation that we're in, now I decided I want to take a nap Monday mornings. That's my wealthy treat to myself. What would you start doing if to demonstrate complete trust? um, I wouldn't One of the things that I wrote down here is I would enjoy living in the in between. I think that's where we get trapped, and this the in between when we've asked and when it's manifested. That space in between is where the ego gets its chance to like trip us up. So I've become committed in the in between. It's not here yet, but I'm just going to be in joy. I'm going to be in joy because I trust that it's coming. It's like booking your vacation. Between now and the date when you get on the plane, you're not like sad and depressed and worried if you're going to go on vacation or not. Are you going to get the time off? Like it's already done, it's booked. So in between, you're shopping for your bathing suit and your cute little outfit and your, your beach hat, and you're buying a great book. You're acting as if, right? You know it's done. That's how we want to be with the big desires that we have. Here's another thing that I wrote. I have observed many people, and I've been caught in this trap too, that sometimes I become discouraged. There's some days where it's like, oh, haven't seen any evidence for a while, or I don't know whatever makes us discouraged. So I've committed, well, if I'm being trusting, then instead of being discouraged, I'm going to become curious. I'm going to become curious, like, hmm, so, like I've asked, I'm completely trusting. And when I see myself being discouraged, I'm going to become curious about what are the thoughts that are happening in my head. And this is all about self mastery. The only reason that I would be discouraged is that I've gone back over to fear. So I'm going to become curious about why am I in fear? And once I ask that question, it takes me right back to trust. Takes me right back to Tasha. You know the truth. What are you doing? Right? So there we go. That's what I want you guys to think about, just for the rest of this morning and this week. Just see how you can act more trusting. So how about we end with everybody just making the commitment, hashtag I am trusting. Hashtag I am trusting, and make your typing of that represent a commitment to yourself. I believe that once we decide, everything conspires in our favor. So make that be your decision, your hashtag I am trusting, be your decision to trust, complete surrender in trust for the rest of this week. And hear me tell you, God, the universe, source, your creator, the desire within you Trust me, desire is possibility seeking expression. You would not have the desire if you do not have within you everything that's required for its manifestation. It's all already within you. It's like the seed, right? The seed comes within the seed is all the mechanism that turns it into a big oak tree or, whatever kind of tree or flower or plant within the one little seed. So within your desire is the means for everything. Just trust that. Universal truth. Mwah. I love you guys. Have a great Monday. Have a great rest of the week. And I look forward to hearing all kinds of crazy, awesome evidence about how you trusted this week and some of the amazing things that showed up for you guys. All right. Mwah. Love you. Bye. See you next Monday at 8.